A lot of you guys might be seeing this never subscribed within Klaviyo, and you might be wondering, like, how are they in my system even though they've never subscribed? So I'm going to answer that question. So this means that someone has never explicitly opted in for your email list, but they've also never explicitly opted out. So this person hasn't necessarily filled out a sign-up form, confirmed their subscription, or been added to the list with quick add or CSV upload or any other integration. So how might they get into your system if they've never subscribed? They could be in your Shopify or other software, but they've never actually subscribed to email. They just made a purchase without subscribing. They also might have started a checkout without subscribing. They could be, in your system with some sort of custom integration. So if you have a footer form that's using like Zapier or Make to move people into your system, it might be putting them in there, but not confirming that they explicitly subscribe. So it might be more of a mistake with a footer form or an API or some other way of getting people into there. So you definitely need to check and make sure, however people are signing up for your email list, they're not only getting added to the list, but they're subscribed as well, or else you're going to run into this error. If you're using Klaviyo and Shopify, or Klaviyo and WooCommerce, or Klaviyo and Magento, or something like that, you need to make sure that Klaviyo and your platform are, there's a single source of truth. So you want to go into Klaviyo settings, and then into integrations, and then into Shopify, and you'll be able to see this screen where it syncs from Shopify to Klaviyo and from Klaviyo to Shopify. So you want to make sure any of your Shopify data is getting put into your newsletter list and vice versa. So that shouldn't be an issue. You could also go back and do this for all your Klaviyo profiles. You can put them into Shopify, and you can do the same thing for all your Shopify people, put them into Klaviyo from history. Now, how should you actually do your email marketing for these people? The most common recommendation is to just send flow emails, no campaigns, and keep it safe. That's because these people essentially have implicit consent. So it's kind of a gray area, meaning you can email them and they're eligible for campaign and flow emails, but generally Klaviyo recommends using caution, especially with the campaigns. And, it makes sense to send them more abandoned cart messages or abandoned checkout messages and things like that. Klaviyo will do that automatically for you, so they'll still get the abandoned cart reminders. However, they're not going to necessarily get the campaigns. So you can choose in your campaigns to use segmentation and segment these people out, or you can send to them. It's kind of your choice to send campaigns. So if your deliverability is great and you want to be more aggressive, sending some campaigns to these people isn't the world's worst idea. Again, it really depends on you and your specific situation, on where your metrics are at, and if you want to be more aggressive or less aggressive. The issue is that people, if you're thinking from their perspective, they're getting a random email newsletter from you and they have no idea where it came from and like how you got onto their list. So that's kind of the pros and cons. But also it means that you can touch, you have more touch points with more people if you send to this segment more often. Definitely don't send SMS to these people. You can't within Klaviyo, but either way, you definitely don't want to do this. For SMS marketing, laws are a lot more strict, and people must explicitly opt in to receive any sort of messages. Definitely don't mess around with SMS. Email is more of a gray area. All right. So there's a lot there. If you're running a D2C ecom brand, you basically have two options. You can try to figure out and implement all this yourself, go through all the trials and tribulations and try to figure it out on your own, spending a bunch of time, or you can simply take that time, condense it, and just hire an expert to help you add revenue. Our recommendation, if you're interested, is to check out zhs-ecom.com and book a call there so we can talk about how to create a win-win partnership between my team and yours. Appreciate your time.